So another episode of 5 Cool Mods, beginning a lot of releases as of late, so I do typically at these types of times incorporate the series back into the channel, otherwise it's kind of on a hiatus. We're starting things off with a really cool mod. This is going to be called the Red Rocket Extended. There's actually a ton of these on Nexus, uploaded all by this guy, Niher. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong somehow, but regardless, what it's going to do is expand the settlement lines of Red Rocket, so you can build farther outside of the previously restricted barrier. It's really simple. It does all the things behind the scenes also, so it kind of works flawlessly. NPCs will travel over there, even settlers, as well as a lot of the items outside of the previous barriers are scrappable now. Again, it's a really simple mod, but I think it's a really good one, especially for Red Rocket. It kind of expands that front area over by the street, so you could build even further onto the street, maybe make a really cool gateway there. And as I did say, on his mod page right now, he does have a ton of other ones for almost all the settlements in Fallout 4. I imagine at some point he will cover all of them, as well as this one's actually available for PS4 if you're a PS4 user watching. So we have the 10mm pistol, or the N99. This is going to be the 10mm pistol that did appear in Fallout 3. It is a 10mm pistol in the sense that it's a pistol that shoots 10mm ammo, but the more technical name is going to be the N99. So when you do see it in Fallout 4, it's going to be named the N99, although you'll kind of know what it is. So the gun has a few things going for it. Right off the bat, obviously, it looks really good. This is pretty top-notch. It's by Tainted. He's actually on the Capital Wasteland team, or the people bringing Fallout 3 into Fallout 4. This is going to be part of that mod. It's just an individual release as part of it. There's not a ton in the way of customization. There's a few things here and there. You do have some different grips, some different receivers. You could have this gun being fully automatic, which I actually really enjoy. I think it's a lot of fun using this fully automatic. And all around, it's pretty much, if you like what you see in the video right now, you'll enjoy this gun. It does a bit more base damage than the one in Fallout 4. I personally really like it. I actually think the aesthetics of this one are a bit better than the one in Fallout 4 by default, and it's just a lot of fun to use. So we have a pretty big new release and a very anticipated one, that with the Vault-Tec Power Armor. This armor looks really freaking good, especially with some of the details. As you get fairly close to the armor, you can see the scratches and just wear and tear over time. I think it's just something to do with black power armors that make them just look so much higher quality than their different colored counterparts, because previously I thought the XO2 was one of the just really best looking and highest quality power armors, but this is definitely going to be up there as one of just the most satisfying to look at. It's a very simple power armor. It was originally a mod for Fallout New Vegas, of course now being implemented into Fallout 4 with the new power armor mechanics that it did bring. All around, again, it's a ton of fun to use. One of the cooler options is those Tesla coils that you can see I'm using right now. And one of the really cool parts is the way you get it. There's actually a certain piece of the power armor scattered across all the different vaults that do appear in Fallout 4. It takes a little while, but definitely is rewarding. It does have some pretty good stats, and again, it's just a cool power armor that looks really good. So we do have Flynn Lives. Basically, this is going to add the Tron grid suits into Fallout 4. They're going to come in a bunch of different colors, which you can see on screen right now. A lot of these are the ones that did appear in the movie. These suits are quite high quality, especially when you get pretty close on them. My favorite part is definitely how they glow in the dark. Using these at dim or even dark times, like in the middle of the night, is really satisfying because, you know, you're glowing while running around. Normally, you could barely see anything. You have to have your Pip-Boy light on, but with this, you really can get around that. Right now, this is a pretty simple mod. There's these suits. You could change the color of them, and there's a few other kind of general armor options as you would have with any armor. But in the future, this mod author is actually planning to add in a ton of new content. For right now, if you like the suits that you see right now, you'll probably want to download it, but this is definitely a good mod to keep your eye on. I'll probably be covering some of the updates that do come to it. If you're a fan of Tron, or you just want a kind of sci-fi or different looking armor, this is definitely going to be a good download for you. So then last but not least, we do have the Panzerhund. This is a really cool mod. This is one of the NPCs or enemies in Wolfenstein that you do encounter pretty often, and it more or less is implemented into Fallout 4 just as a straight companion. There's two versions here, a mini and a maxi. The mini is kind of the size of dog meat. The maxi is a much larger version of that. And again, it's a really simple mod. You're going to go over to a junkyard. You're going to find this guy just hanging out there, and you can recruit him as a follower. There's no quest or anything like that. You just kind of talk to him, and he will be on your side, similar to how dog meat is, except this one is a robot, and this thing does a shitload of damage. It kills enemies pretty much in one shot, and he does have some pretty custom sounds from Wolfenstein also. I think this is a really cool mod, and it's kind of a simpler companion mod, but it's also quite cool at the same time. Obviously, it's not from the Fallout universe, but it doesn't really feel that out of place in the Fallout universe. With things like synths and other robots wandering around, having a robot dog companion that's really good at killing people kind of makes sense. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. I think there's a lot of cool mods this week, and there's a lot more that I even have yet to cover. I have already another episode of 5 Cool Mods. It'll probably be out in a few days, so stay tuned for that. As always, again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.